400 किलोमीटर दूर अंतरिक्ष में लंबे वक्त से फंसे अंतरिक्ष यात्री सुनीता विलियम्स और बुच विल्मोर ने इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की और लोगों के कई सवालों का जवाब दिया। दरअसल सुनीता रलाइनर अंतरिक्ष यान के जरिए 5 जून को इंटरनेशनल स्पेस सेंटर पहुंची थी और वहां से उनको केवल 10 दिनों में आना था, लेकिन हीलियम लीक और थ्रस्टर की वजह से दोनों को इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन पर रुकना अनिश्चित समय के लिए बढ़ गया। अब उनके 8 दिन का मिशन 8 महीने से ज्यादा चलने की संभावना है और आखिरकार नासा को घोषणा करनी भी पड़ गई कि ये लोग एलन मस्क के स्पेस एक्स क्रू ड्रैगन कैप्सूल पर फरवरी 2025 की शुरुआत में वापस लौट आएंगे। हुआ यह था कि 6 सितंबर को स्टार लाइनर दोनों के बिना पृथ्वी पर लौट आया। हालांकि बैरी विल्मोर ने कहा कि यह फैसला समय के दबाव में लिया गया है। सुनीता का कहना है कि बोइंग विमान के उनके बिना ही रवाना होने के बाद कई और महीने अंतरिक्ष में बिताने की संभावना से निपटना उनके लिए मुश्किल भरा रहा है। दोनों का कहना है कि उन्हें उम्मीद नहीं थी कि स्टार लाइनर के पहले टेस्ट पायलट के तौर पर उन्हें करीब 1 साल तक रुकना पड़ेगा। हालांकि अंदाजा था कि समस्याएं आ सकती हैं जिससे वापसी में देरी हो सकती है, लेकिन विलियम्स ने कहा कि स्पेस स्टेशन में जीवन उतना मुश्किल नहीं है क्योंकि दोनों पहले वहां रह चुके थे। उन्होंने कई साल पहले लंबे वक्त तक अंतरिक्ष स्टेशन में समय गुजारा है। विलियम्स ने कहा, इस पेशे में चीजें ऐसी ही चलती हैं, ये मेरी खुशी की जगह है। मुझे यहाँ अंतरिक्ष में रहना बहुत पसंद है। हम परीक्षक टेस्टर हैं, यही हमारा काम है। हम स्टार लाइनर को पूरा करना चाहते थे और इसे वापस अपने देश में उतारना चाहते थे, लेकिन अब हमें पन्ना पलटना होगा और अगले अवसर की तलाश करनी होगी।
We actually had a couple duties while we were getting ready to let Starliner depart. There's some things that the International Space Station has to get ready and be prepared and make sure that it understands that a visiting vehicle has undocked and it goes back to its normal regime of operating. So actually we were tasked with that. We were up in the cupola and we were watching our spaceship fly away at that point in time. So I think it was good. We had some extra activities. Of course, we're very knowledgeable about Starliner, so it was obvious, what was happening at each moment. We were talking to our control team, people, friends of ours that we know how much time and effort that they have put into this spacecraft, the excellent and precision activities that they're doing down on the ground. It was nice to have that one-on-one conversation over the space to ground as Starliner was leaving, just knowing that she was in their hands and they were going to do the best that they could to get her back home. Other thoughts about seeing it leave, like you mentioned, we're both Navy, we've both been on deployments. We're not surprised when deployments gets changed. I mean, our families extended, our families are used to that as well. So that's not a humongous surprise. I think, like Butch said, this is test. I think before we even flew, we had an interview with a lot of you and mentioned the same thing, that a test flight means that we're probably going to find some stuff. We've done as much as we can to look at the envelope that we're going to operate in, but this is the first time that we've had humans in space in Starliner, and we did find stuff, and we made the right decisions, and we're here, and that's how things go in this business. Like Butch said, it's risky, and that's how it goes in the business. To be honest with you, I was so happy it got home with no problems. We saw it fly away, and then we all got up. The whole crew got up at 3 in the morning, and we had it up on our iPads watching it land. We know all those people who are part of the landing recovery team, the LRT, who are there in the desert, and we were, of course, fingers crossed, as well as mission control. We know all of those folks who are bringing it back home. The entry team. We could hear their voices. We could hear them communicating with each other. We got to see the video from some of our aircraft operating directorate folks who are out there doing IR video of the chutes opening. All of that was a good sense of relief, and we were actually really excited for our team, our bigger team, who got that spacecraft home, and we're actually really super proud of them for having it land pretty much bullseye there in the desert.
इसके साथ ही सुनीता ने अंतरिक्ष से ही चुनाव में भाग लेने के बारे में बात की। दोनों ने अंतरिक्ष से अनुपस्थित मतपत्र का अनुरोध किया ताकि वो आगामी चुनावों में मतदान कर सकें।
Butch and Sunny, when you launched, you figured you'd be back home in Houston to vote on Election Day. Have you requested your absentee ballots yet, so you can vote from space. If you could elaborate on this, and what else are you missing on a personal note?
I sent down my request for a ballot today, as a matter of fact, and they should get it to us in a couple of weeks. And absolutely, yes, it's a very important role that we all play as citizens, is to be included in those elections, and NASA makes it very easy for us to do that. So we're excited about that opportunity.
And Marcia, same here. You know, it's a very important duty that we have as citizens, and looking forward to being able to vote from space, which is pretty cool. You asked what we miss, right? Of course, you know, the things that we always miss, our families. I miss my 2 dogs. I miss my friends. But you know what? Like Butch said, there are so many people on Earth that are sending us messages, and it makes you feel just right at home with everybody when we're able to have those conversations with our friends and family at home. So I know they understand. I know it's tough on them as well as, you know, being away from home, of course. But everybody understands, and everybody's cheering for us to get back with Crew 9.
उन्होंने अपने नागरिक कर्तव्यों के महत्व पर जोर दिया। इस हफ्ते की शुरुआत में उन्होंने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्पेस स्टेशन पर अन्य 7 अंतरिक्ष यात्रियों का स्वागत किया है, जिसमें 2 रूसी हैं, 1 अमेरिकी शामिल हैं। और अब अगर बात की जाए तो स्टेशन पर कुल 12 लोग मौजूद हैं। डेस्क रिपोर्ट, आज की खबर।